Hello, my name's Wendy Capewell and I work with people to help them overcome those negative events in their lives that have caused them problems and stop them from having the life they really want. As a result, they feel much happier in themselves, more confident, and their relationships with others, whether partners, family, friends and at work, are much happier and contented. Today, I want to talk about grief because in this country especially, we don't like talking about grief. When we talk about death, we talk about passing. We talk about if we die. Unfortunately, it's inevitable. There's nothing we can do about it. It is, as they say, there are two certainties in this life, and that is taxes and death. And I guess as a result of it, people get caught up in the practical stuff. There's so much to do on the practical side when somebody dies that it's easy to just bury emotions. And we have this attitude in this country of believing all we have to do is get over it. Well, just get over it. We have to move on, move forward. But the problem is that if those things are buried, then we struggle. We struggle so much because at some point or another, those emotions will come up. They will come up. And they'll come up, those horrible feelings of upset, distress, anxiety. It can affect you in so many ways that it comes up when we're least expecting it. And then we don't know how to deal with it. Because we just feel the sense of maybe feeling isolated because we've never talked to anyone about it. Maybe we're feeling that others are going to judge us. You should be over it by now. What's your problem? But it affects us. It affects our work situation because we possibly can't put all of our effort into it, all of our energies into it, because we just don't have that energy, that emotional energy. We're completely drained. There are 5 stages of grief, and look them up, but you could easily find it. But the first one's denial. We don't want to believe that the person that we loved has died. We think we see them around every corner. We think we see them all the time. We think we hear them. Another stage is depression. And I'm not talking clinical depression. We feel really low. Sometimes it can result in clinical depression, but you know what? It's a healthy loss. It's a healthy depression. You're bound to feel low. People get upset, say, I'm crying all the time. Yeah, it's healthy to cry too. Look up the other things as well, because I'm not going to go all into the grief. I want to talk more about how it affects our relationships and the way we are in the world when we're going through all of these unhappy situations, because it does affect us. It affects our confidence, it affects our being in the world. It affects so much that we really need to deal with it. If you're feeling so unhappy and you can't tell anybody, or you just haven't got anyone to share it with, you will just sink lower and lower and feel more and more isolated. There are lots of places that you can go and get help. I mean, there's so much online. If you're struggling, then go see your GP. You don't have to have medication at all. If you don't want it, it can really be helpful, but talk it through with your GP. Make sure that you're happy with what they're suggesting. Work together with them, rather than, oh, well, I just did what they said and now I've come away, but I'm not going to take them, which is what I hear so often. You talk and be honest, because they're there to help you, and it's your life, it's your body, it's your whole sense of being. That's important. What I would say is get some other help as well. Your GP may offer some counselling. Don't throw up your hands in horror and say only those people who have mental health issues need counselling. Rubbish. We all get down at times, and talking it through, working with a counsellor or somebody similar, working with a professional, it's two heads together. It's working together. It's a shoulder to cry on at times. Someone who's not emotionally attached is somebody who's going to listen and be objective, offer another way of being. It's a way of just looking at things. And they will have lots of techniques and ideas and suggestions, but again, you're working together because you're your own expert. And somebody like myself who uses all those techniques of counselling, psychotherapy, coaching, and my own personal experience, really can offer lots of different ways that may help you. If you're at work, talk to your boss, because if your work's suffering, then that's going to be an added stress on you. They don't need to know everything that's going on, but enough that you may get some help. Often companies will offer, they have what's called an employee benefits, and they can offer through that scheme some free sessions with a professional, or they may be able to do something else that can equally help you. So don't struggle on your own. Allow yourself to grieve and seek the help and support that you really need. I work with lots of people who are struggling with negative events or difficult events in their lives, to help them get better, to work through them and feel better about themselves in their lives. And why not pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. Just have a chat and see whether or not what is the best solution for you.